I've been uploading YouTube videos every single day, but I've been kind of slacking on short form, and that's a problem. Not just because short form helps with growth, but it also helps me to show up, be accountable to myself, practice, and stay visible. This video is sort of a reminder to myself, but if you're a creator or you're just getting started out or you want to be a creator, this is for you too. So the first thing that I want to talk about is that short form is low pressure but high return. It's crazy because you don't need any sort of fancy setup to get started. All you need is your phone, which you're probably watching this on right now, a hook, and your thoughts. Like, you don't need any sort of fancy setup. You have everything on your phone. You can edit on your phone, so you can add text, brainstorm on your phone, and pretty much do everything you need to. I personally edit on my MacBook. It's what I'm more comfortable on, but it is by means more than possible to do everything on your phone, at least for now. And what's crazy about short form content is that the barrier to entry is low, but the potential is insane. Something that's solo effort, something that you didn't think will blow up might blow up. And just the thought of that itself is super encouraging, right? You can keep posting all you want, and it's basically like unlimited chances to achieve your dream. Social media platforms right now want to push short form content. That's why YouTube has YouTube Shorts. That's why TikTok exists. That's why Instagram has Reels. And unlike long form content where you need to grab someone's attention for potentially 10 minutes, all you need is 3 seconds. And if you have a consistent brand, a consistent niche, or whatever it is, which I need to work on, by the way, once someone who's interested in you and your content finds you, they'll binge your content. They'll binge everything that you have. 2, you don't need the perfect idea. I learned this over a long period of time, over the course of a few years. I learned it the hard way, but done is better than perfect. A lot of the viral videos, most of the viral videos are raw, unpolished, real, authentic. And if you're chasing perfection, you're never going to reach it there because it's sort of like a moving target. If you keep chasing it, you'll end up never posting. Even if an idea feels dumb at first, or if you don't think that it'll perform well, you never know until you try. It might actually perform a lot better than you initially thought it would. And for me personally, some of the best posts that I have that has the most engagement are super low effort, something that has taken me only a few minutes to film and upload. But then there are also the ones that I don't overthink, right? So that I'm just like, okay, I'm going to put it out and see what happens. Or I'm going to put it out and whatever happens, happens essentially. If it doesn't blow up, if it doesn't go viral, you move on. You create another video and you just keep getting better over time. 3, this one is very, very important to me, and it is to use short form to practice, not perform. And it's exactly what it sounds like. You basically use short form to test ideas, see what works, see what doesn't, and you get instant feedback, or at least faster feedback in comparison to long form content on YouTube. You get to practice your pacing, your storytelling, your hooks, all in a matter of seconds to a few minutes. Throughout this whole process, you sort of learn what the audience cares about and not what you think they care about, right? So in a way, I like to say that I understand the algorithm a little bit more for each social media platform, but that's because I've created so much content for each platform that I sort of have an understanding of what people on this social media likes versus what this social media likes, right? And you kind of want to think of getting short form content as training, right? You want to get those reps out. You want to become stronger, or you want to get better at doing this. So if you're training these sort of content muscles every single day, you're no doubt going to improve. You're no doubt going to get better. And even if nobody watches, again, each rep that you do, each video that you make, you'll get better at it. Or I hope you get better at it. Make sure you get better every single time you're posting a new video, a new piece of short form content. 4, build trust, not views. So when you're super consistent, people notice that. It shows that you're serious. And something that I want to get out of the way, or have you notice and be reminded, is that you don't need a huge following, a huge amount of followers to have a loyal one, right? I would rather have a smaller amount of followers, a smaller community that are more tight-knit, than a huge following to where barely anyone engages. People want to connect with creators that show up often and honestly. Underline honestly. So that doesn't necessarily apply to just short form content, but also long form content or just content in general. Make sure you're honest, make sure you're authentic, make sure you're you. Don't put on this fake act or I guess be a version of yourself that you're not at that moment. I know that sounds confusing, but in my earlier videos, I always tried to have my voiceover sound super hyped up and be like, oh yeah, check out this product because it's so cool. But it gets tiring after like a period of time, and I think that's what stunted my growth, and that's what led me to burnout a lot quicker and faster. It's just I'm not being my authentic self, and if I have to put on not necessarily an act but a different version of myself, it's gonna get tiring the more you do it and the more consistently you do it. So take care of yourself, listen to your body. If you're burning out, give yourself like a little break, a little rest. But going back on topic, short form videos allow your audience to sort of see your face, feel your energy, hear your voice. And every time you post, you give a chance for other people, for a lot of people, to get a chance to find you. Okay, last point for this video, 5. Your future self will thank you. A month from now, you'll either have 0 videos posted or 30 chances or whatever to grow. And if you've ever listened to those like motivational videos on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, everyone says the regret is a whole lot more weightier than not trying. So in this case, the regret of not posting a video is a whole lot worse than getting a video with super low views, because at least you posted, right? At least you tried. And what I need you to understand is momentum comes from movement. It comes from action. You can't go anywhere if you're standing still. So you have to take action. You have to start now. The version of you that posted consistently will be ahead in skill, in confidence, in audience. And make sure you're playing the long game and not chasing views. This is going to take a really long time. This is going to be a long process. You're not going to achieve this. You're not going to accomplish this overnight. Maybe you will. Maybe you're that 0.001% of people who end up going viral and their career takes off. But most of the time, you're not. You're going to have to put in a bunch of work. You're going to have to put a bunch of time and effort in. And once that moment, those opportunities do come around, you'll be ready. I don't know if you want to believe this part of the video, but you don't need to niche down to get started. Just post whatever you want. Post what will get you started, and just post whatever you're interested in. I know I'm not the best example for this because I'm posting whatever I want. I'm not getting the most amount of engagement. So take this tip or whatever with a grain of salt. What I'm trying to say is your style and your voice are the niche in the beginning. Once you find some sort of lead, then you can follow that. Short form gives you permission to try different topics, see what sticks, and adjust and get better over time. So yeah, this is my reminder, my sign to post more, and yours too. Don't wait for the perfect video. Just start, post the imperfect one, because that's how we all get better, one post at a time. Thanks for listening. I'll see you tomorrow.